On the Wind is presented by Orca, navigation for the modern boater. We've always used tablets for navigation on Isbjørn, and they have been great for a number of reasons. But iPads were never designed to live on the ocean. To make them work for navigation, you need to work your way around or accept a few issues. All of these problems have now been solved by Orca. They just sent me an Orca Display 2, and it's a waterproof navigation tablet tailor-made for sailing. The charts and navigation is excellent, intuitive use with weather routing built in. You can even test out the Orca app on your phone or tablet for free before investing in the display itself. Thanks to Orca for sponsoring On the Wind. Check them out and get your display today at getorca.com. Ahoy shipmates, thanks for tuning back in. Very excited to bring you this conversation with Daniel Alfredsson. I got to travel to meet him and his boat, and I also filmed a video tour of the boat and all of his projects for the Quarterdeck. So I thought that was really fun to be able to share. So do go and check that out if you're not yet a member of the Quarterdeck. That's quarterdeck.59-north.com. And if you want to see more of Daniel and his boat, you can find him on Facebook and Instagram at sailingdaniel_GGR. Such a treat to meet him face to face. Always makes for a better conversation. And speaking of which, the Annapolis Boat Show is coming up, where you can meet 59 North face to face. Makes a world of difference, I promise. If you like what we sound like through the internet, then you will be blown away by our physical presence. Not mine though, sadly. It collides with some mandatory military service, but Andy and Mia and others will be there, and you can meet them, you can party with them, and we just published our annual Woodwind sale. Very limited number of tickets for that one, so go and grab yours now, and you can find info of all the other events as well at 59-north.com/boatshow. We also have some open bunks on the boats for next year, including Falcon's trip from Mexico to Costa Rica starting January 31st. Go to 59-north.com/bunks to see all open bunks and to find your next adventure. Thank you. You are listening to On the Wind, the podcast about sailing. I'm your host, August Sandberg. Daniel Alfredsson is a commercial diver living in Bergen, Norway. He is preparing himself and his boat to sail around the world solo, unassisted, non-stop, with an old boat and retro technology as a participant in Don Macintryres' 2026 Golden Globe Race. I had the pleasure of meeting Daniel and to record this conversation aboard the boat that will take him, hopefully, all around the world. Yeah, no, this feels very exciting for just as a fan of the race myself. I think this is very, very cool. Tell us about your boat a little bit. What is she?
It is an OE32 double ender designed by Olle Endelin. I guess it's some people call it a coaster type boat.
Right.
I'm not sure if it, but. Yeah, so it's the first full keel boat I owned, and it's designed in maybe late 70s or early 80s, I think.
Right, yeah, kind of perfect for the mission. So
it was made. I think it was a cruising club in Sweden who asked for a specific design for long distance cruising. It's not built to any racing rules. It's not built to any. Or such things. So in that regard, it should be a good boat to sail.
Yeah. That's exactly what you want, right? So it's purpose built. Very exciting. And did you already have this boat, or did you get this one specifically for the race?
No, I bought it. I signed up for the race. I think it was while the 2022 race was coming to an end, and Don announced that you could sign up for the next race. When I heard that, I just started writing an application. I remember I went. I started right away, and I finished the application like 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought it would be fill up in a few hours or something.
Wow, okay, yeah.
But it's not. There's still a space, I think. So anyway, so when I was accepted, I started looking for boots, and I quite quickly found one that was available and affordable in Malmö in Sweden. So I more or less bought it without checking. I just bought it.
Okay, well, unseen? Or,
yeah, more or less.
Okay.
With some, what do you call it, when you have some... we agreed that if it wasn't as shown in the ad, I could... but I bought it and I paid 10%. And then a few months later, I went there and paid the rest and took it home.
Okay, very nice. Were you looking for an OE32 at that time? Had you already narrowed it down to that specific?
No, in the beginning I looked at other boats. I was interested in a boat designed by Carl Ahlberg, the Cape Dory 36.
Oh yeah, yep.
That hasn't been in the race yet, and I think that would do quite well.
Yeah.
But most of those were abroad in the States and a few in England, so when this came up to a okay price, not too far from here, I thought maybe I'll buy this one, and yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think Cape Dory 36, remind me, that's also, it's not a double-ender design, is it?
No, it actually has. It's very narrow at the stern, but it's not a double ender. He also has boats called the Ahlberg 35 and Ahlberg 37.
Oh right, yeah.
Most of his boats look more or less exactly the same, just different sizes.
I see. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I know those ones. Cool. Yeah. So you, but I think you've found a pretty good one. If I'm not mistaken, Are Vig also sailed an OE32, right, in the first race. Yeah,
first race, and then it was sailed by Jeremy Bagshaw, the same boat in the second race.
The same boat. Yeah, that's right. Because he lost his mast and sailed into Cape Town. Yeah. Right, and then Jeremy bought the boat from Are. Is that how it goes? Yeah.
And now it's has another owner called Isa Rosa from Canada, and he's gonna sail the same boat now for the third time.
Really, third time? Yeah. How did Jeremy do with that one?
He was unfortunate with marine growth on his boat, so he was delayed.
Oh yeah,
and he was kind of slow so he put it on the hard in Hobart.
That's right.
So he ended up in Chester class, but except from that, he sailed. He sailed really well, and I think, from what I heard, he was the participant who had the most storms during the whole race.
Oh, wow.
That's what they say anyway. I'm not sure.
Starts to sound a little bit like an unlucky boat to me. It's
Oleana, yeah. Or maybe it's the brand. I don't know.
hopefully, just that one. So What's I do love the name of your boat, Pale Blue Dot. Right? That's wonderful. Do you want to tell me about the origin of that name?
Yeah, it is. The first boat I owned was an Alo 33, and I sailed that as a cruiser around the world, closer to the equator.
Right.
Yeah, and was between 2008 and 12. And that boat was named Luna, which is moon in Spanish. And I always had the idea the next boat has to have a name like a star or some heavenly body, something like that. Then I thought about all kinds of different stuff, and I couldn't really get it. But it is pale blue, and I'm a big fan of Carl Sagan, who is like a science communicator who had a series about TV series about space and stars and things like that. And he has a famous speech called Pale Blue Dot, where you see Earth from outer space as a speck of dust, pale blue dot. It's a fantastic speech. Anyone should go to YouTube and listen to it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's I love that. That's great. I'm also a huge fan, and I know that speech and the photo as well that they took right of the Earth. Was it the Voyager, one of the Voyager probes that took this picture of the Earth?
That sounds right, but I can't say for sure.
Yeah, but it's it's a wonderful name, and it's a very, very fitting for a boat that's going on this kind of trip as well. So that's really cool.
I like it. The color is pale blue of this boat, so I will be a pale blue dot in the ocean, the same way as Earth was a pale blue dot in the big cosmos.
There we go. Yeah. Did you paint the boat this color, or did she come this way?
No, it came this way.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So are you into astronomy then? Are you like in astronomy?
No, not. I mean, I always been fascinated by those kind of documentaries about space, outer space, and. But I don't know any. I don't have any education or know anything specific.
Yeah.
It's just.
And Andy and I sometimes say that being a solo offshore sailor or going offshore sailing in general is like the closest thing you can get to being an astronaut without actually going into space. So it's kind of a good that is a good reference as well, I think, to what you're doing. So.
Yeah.
But you do you know celestial navigation then?
Yes, I think a little bit anyway. I did it. Actually, I did it. I managed to do it for the first time last summer, and I struggled quite a lot to really understand it. I understood the concept, but there were always some detail missing, and eventually I decided to. Now I have to do it. So I did it last summer and quite a few times, and it was okay. And now the other day I was going to show Per how I did it.
Oh yeah.
And I realized I more or less forgot quite a lot of it. But eventually I got it back a little bit, so I need to exercise that skill for sure. Yeah.
Well, you'll get a lot of exercise during the trip, I'm sure. But yeah, that's going to be a huge part of it, right? So
it's most other sailors in the Golden Globe race, they say that eventually one thing they really enjoy during the passage to do this navigation. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also a little bit nervous. I always relied on GPS so far.
Yeah, that's going to be a change for sure. But it's I think I have never done a passage purely on celestial before, but it is a very nice thing to do. So it's and I'm sure it'll kind of make you feel, because then when you get into it, when you do it every day, you kind of get to know the stars really well, and you can kind of see them move in the sky as your position moves, and it's I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, I think so too. So far I only used the sun, and but maybe on the way I might learn something else as well. We'll see.
Yeah, I think most people generally just use the sun, but it's pretty cool to use the stars as well.
Yeah.
So if you get into it, if you run out of things to do, you can do the stars as well.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I think we're about 1 year out now from the start. When is the start of the next race?
6th of September. So almost exactly 1 year. Was 1 year ago, 2 days ago, something.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, exciting. And how's your progress? We're on board, as we said, and looks like there's a few things going on still with refit and stuff. How's she coming along?
Yeah, it's going quite well. I've done all the major things. I've done this summer. I did the outside, the hull, scraped it all down to the gel coat, and so that's all nice and fair, and all new. Changed the engine now done, and
cool.
Yeah, the rigging is okay. All the standing rigging, I'm keeping the old mast, so standing rigging is new. So now all big parts are done, and The rest is like interior fit out and a few changes on where I have some blocks and so on deck that I'm not. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I say I'm about 80% done with the work, with the physical work on the boat.
Yeah.
And
not bad.
but in the preparation for the Golden Globe race, there's also a lot of other things you have to do, like a lot of documentation of your progress and courses and this and that.
Right. So yeah, and yeah, the mandatory miles sailed. And do you also have to do a jury rig test still?
Yeah, I did that a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I went. I took the boat to Bergen sailförening, sail club, and unstepped the mast, and then I went out around Marstein Fyr.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you were supposed to sail triangle. Yeah, and my triangle became kind of flat. It's not easy to make headways against the wind with the jury rig, but it worked better than I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you do it then? What was the setup?
I used double whiskey pools that I have lying on deck, and the attachment points at the shrouds. I kept them in that, and then I hoisted them as an A-frame.
Right.
And then I used the storm jib as a head sail.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that being difficult to sail into the wind with a setup like that, for sure. But
yeah. And one surprise was when you stop the boat, it lies sideways to the waves normally, and the motion on the boat when there was no mast was extremely quick and hard and jerky.
Yeah.
And I mean, you really had to hold on because it was blowing about 20 knots or something, and it was quite a short, steep chop. Small waves, but small and quick. So you had really had to hold on.
Yeah. That's. I remember I was very surprised by that too. First time I sailed a boat without a mast in, like very, very lots of movement. So and I was surprised then because I thought it would be the other way around, because you don't have any weight high aloft, right? So you would kind of think, though, I only have the keel now, this should be the most stable the boat's ever been.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turns out that that's not the case, and that there's a lot of like inertia in that mast keeping the movement
absolutely
reduced. So that was I think there was who talked about that, like how a big reason why like these the like old displacement gaff rigged boats are so stable. A big part of that is because they have like wooden masts, like super heavy masts, and that actually makes them gives them a lot of inertia against roll. So
that's something Tapio talked about as well. He was in favor of that theory with his boat.
Right.
Because he had a really big oversized mast with super thick shrouds and stays. So I think there might be something to it for sure.
Yeah, it's true. And you, but you are keeping is this an original, like it was designed, the mast? Yeah,
it is the original.
Yeah.
And I thought about changing it, but it's, it is in decent condition, and the section is pretty okay. It's strong and stiff.
Yeah.
And so I upsized the standing rigging. It comes in 7 or 8 millimeters for this boat. So I went with 8 millimeters die form, which is like a compact strand.
Okay.
Pressed together, so it may be equivalent to what a 9 millimeter would be or something in strength.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Is it a double spreader?
No,
rig, single spreader.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I think did I see a bowsprit on the
Yeah.
in the front. Is that original, or is that something that was?
It is original.
Yeah.
It was designed with and without it.
Okay, so you got both.
Yeah, I went to some museum archive thing on the internet in Sweden, and I found original drawings.
Oh, nice.
And they actually draw it both with double spreader rig, single spreader rig, and they had slightly different heights, I think, and also with and without bowsprit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, but that's good to have a bowsprit. So it'll be nice to have.
Yeah,
More,
I have a
sail area. And...
Yeah, I went with the main sail with quite a lot of roach.
Okay.
So now I fly the Genoa, the furling Genoa on the bowsprit. So I think it seems to balance out quite well.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. What kind of sails are you bringing?
I bought sails from Rolly Tasker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was quite a while ago. And I asked them if they would be interested in something. I didn't think they would say yes, but he said for sure, let's make a deal. We will supply with sails to a fraction of the price. And
right.
so I bought 9 sails at one time.
Very cool. Yeah.
I never done anything like that before. So I was like Christmas getting those sails home.
I bet. Yeah. 9. That's it, right? That's the legal amount of sails. You can bring 9. Is that right? Yeah.
9 is the maximum, and now we added another sail that is not really a sail. It's vane sail. It's a tiny piece of cloth that you put in front of the boat to keep the boat downwind. That's a new requirement now.
Okay. Was that like an emergency thing? Or,
I think that is if you get into a massive storm and you struggle to keep the boat, like the boat downwind, you can put it up front to help push the bow.
Right.
If the weather is much too strong for a storm, Jibibin.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
So
what kind of 9 sails? So what are those then?
The main sail, of course, and the furling Genoa probably get the most use. And I went with the slightly higher cut foot on the Genoa and slightly smaller. It's a 110%.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of those 150%.
Yeah.
Sails.
They're a lot to handle. That's.
And then I have a hank-on stay just inside the furler on. The hank-on stay is attached to the bow. And I have a light wind Genoa that is slightly bigger and a small jib.
Yeah.
Like a 90% jib I can have there. And then I have one asymmetric spinnaker and one type of code, like a cruising code, like a Genacker sail.
Oh, right. Yeah, like a little more of a reaching shoot. Yeah, right. Okay.
And then I have a stay sail as well, and with running backstays, and the stay sail is also on a furler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Is that so you can? Is that so one of those where you can kind of wrap it around the furled head sail?
No, it's a normal. The stay sail is a normal. Or what do you mean?
Oh, you said. Oh no, it goes on the furling on the furler. So it goes
the stay sail is on the furler.
In the foil, right?
Yeah,
okay.
So I have 3 head sails: furling Genoa, hank-on Solent stay, both at the top of the mast.
Right. Okay.
And a stay sail on a furler further in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you have three stays there, kind of. So you can. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that gives you a lot of flexibility. So that's cool.
Yeah, and very difficult tacking.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not really something that you will be doing a lot of, right? When you have a lot of space to maneuver most of the time. So
yeah,
that's all right. Yeah. And I see you have a wind vane set up on the back as well. What kind of solutions did you go for there?
Yeah, I went with the hydro vane because mainly because it's the only thing I used before, and I never used Aries or any of those. So I bought a hydro vane, and I put it off center as this boat is a double ender, so I'll see how that works. On my other boat, I had it in center, but it seems to work fine so far. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, because you have a double ender and a big stern hung rudder, so that would be quite the appendage sticking out the back if you wanted to get it in the center. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be a good solution. I would think. I think I've seen that before. But yeah, it's been a recurring problem for Golden Globe racers. The self-steering gear has been a weak point. Do you have any like backup plans for that, or?
I do. I can sail the boat fine down to about when I have the wind on the beam, it starts getting really difficult. But when I have the wind in front of the boat, I can sail it and balance it without anything. That's quite easy. And when I was on the hard this summer, I mounted two small. I glassed in like two small stainless steel pipes that will be like hinges for pintle for a trim tab rudder.
Oh, okay.
I haven't yet done the trim tab rudder, so I'll try to make a small DIY trim tab rudder wind vane setup that I can have as an emergency.
Okay. All right. So one that you would connect directly to the wind vane then?
No, it is a rudder on the main rudder, like a small rudder behind.
Right.
So when that trim tab turn one way, the main rudder get pushed the other way.
Right, I see.
And then you can connect that to a wind vane on top, like a simple thing. So I will make that if I have time.
Yeah.
The attachment points are there anyway now.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, that's seems to be a big. Most of the boats that pull out of the race has had some issues with their self-steering.
Yeah,
seems like so. But that's it seems to be. It was more on the first one, so maybe I bet there's been a lot of learning going on with the participants, learning from what's happened to the other boats and kind of helping each other out. Are you in contact with many of the other participants, and do you help each other out with prep and stuff?
Yeah, we do. We have meetings on the Google Meetup things. A bunch of us, and we talk on the net from time to time.
Cool.
And then we have a chat group on WhatsApp, and then I chat and talk individual to many of them. And in 2022, I was in Les Sables d'Olonne for the prize giving.
Oh, yeah.
And I met a lot of the other skippers, so I got to talk to them there as well and see their boats. And
cool.
Yeah, so it's a social thing in that way. Everyone seems to help each other out.
Very nice.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. You wouldn't think that a solo race like this was going to be like contain so many social people, but it seems to be that way. So that's interesting.
And it's a very interesting group of people. I mean, there's all kind of backgrounds and ages, and so it's really fun to be part of.
Yeah, very cool. Why do you want to do this? Like, what made you sign up?
Probably the same thing as quite a lot of other people. They read this book by Robin Knox Johnson, A World of My Own, or some book about that first race in 1968. And I read that when I was out cruising. The last time I was around 2010 there, and I then decided that one day I will sail a boat around the world by myself non-stop. And that was kind of the plan where I had with my other boat. But I had no idea this Golden Globe race was going to come up as an opportunity.
Right.
And when I saw it the first time, I thought it was in 2018. I thought it was a one-time thing, like just
Yeah.
And then it was again there in 2022, and I thought, what is this? And all of a sudden he said, now you can sign up for 2026, and then I was on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool. So it's the dream of sailing around the world. Then it's keeping you going. Are you a competitive person at all? Is this is the competition something that appeals to you?
I think I can be, but I'm not sure. I have had my moments where I think I will really try to sail as fast and as good as I can, but more and more the closer to the start I come, I feel like I will just try to sail safe and conservative and actually try to get around, because so many people there's a big chance of breaking stuff, so I lean now towards more and more just to try to do my best to get around.
Yeah That's because I mean just finishing the race is because like a lot more people drop out than actually finish this race, right? I think.
Yeah. There was 3 people who finished without stopping last time.
Yeah.
5 in total with Chichester.
With the Chichester class. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty it's a pretty rough. It's what does he call it? Like the longest sporting event in the world or something?
Yeah, that's what I say. I guess it is. I don't know anything that is longer, but it might be.
Yeah, it's like 8 months or something. That's what people usually use, and you with having probably one of the smaller boats, I would think in the fleet, probably not as fast maybe as some of the other ones. So,
yeah, it is the smallest boat for sure. I think it is the fastest boat in the fleet for its size.
Right. Yep.
But it's also the absolute smallest boat.
Yeah.
But I'm really surprised how well this boat sails. It's super comfortable, and it sails performs better than I thought it would.
Yeah. Not bad. Yeah, I had a full keel double ender for a good while, a Storfidra 25.
Okay.
So
those are iconic boats.
Yeah, so they're very popular in Sweden, right? And and that was kind of like a scaled down version of this. And I thought she sailed great and tracks beautifully, right? And with a long, heavy keel, and I could see this doing very well.
Maybe you have some tips, or I don't know, but when you go against the wind with the long keel boat, how you can pinch higher and higher and higher, but it goes slower and slower, and you side slip. And I haven't really figured out if I'm gonna tack upwind what is my best apparent angle. It's hard.
Yeah, that is tough. It's also like balancing the weather helm too on the stern hung rudder can be quite tough. But yeah, no, I'm not sure. You just have to do some experimenting, I think.
Yeah, I guess I have this 4,000 nautical mile trip I have to do before the start.
Oh yeah,
they changed the rules. Before it was 2,000.
Right.
You have to do 2,000 non-stop in the boat you're supposed to sail in, and I was planning to do that this summer, but the rules was changed, so it became 4,000. So I didn't have time for that this summer.
Yeah.
So now I will do it on the way down to the start.
Right. 4,000 miles non-stop, or?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's long. That's
yeah.
How can you have to sail like circles?
I think I have to go from let's say if I start from Ireland or something, maybe down to the Cape Verdes and back up to Les Sables or something like that.
Yeah. I think probably. Like would that even do? I think we probably have to sail even longer than that. But,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But that's okay. So you want to do that right before the start then?
Yeah. Otherwise, I would. I didn't have time to do it this summer. So and I'm working. That's the way how I finance this, is to work and save money and live on a boat. So I can't just stop working and go sailing.
Right. Yeah. That's not easy. Just to take 8 months off work, and even more that. Just kind of not only that, but disappearing completely. That's not an easy thing to do, I bet.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I guess I will get some bills in the mail that needs to be paid and so on. I haven't really figured that out yet, but we'll see.
Do you have like a shore manager or a team or somebody helping you out? Or
Yeah, I do, and I'm super lucky. My team manager is a friend for a long time. We met more or less through work. His name is Simon, and he runs the company, so he's really efficient in managing things. And his sambo or partner, I known her for a long time, so she also helps out Stina, and then it's a colleague of mine called, her name is Malin, and she helps me with will help me with this media thing. You have to send in media packs to the Golden Globe race.
Oh yeah,
you have to make some films on what you're doing and so on.
Right.
So I got a lot of help, and I'm quite lucky. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's good to have. What are the rules there? You can use digital cameras and all that stuff now, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if we will be given a camera or if we have to bring our own, but the rules say it has to be a camera where you can't read your GPS position or anything.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I guess it's not allowed to have I don't know if it's allowed to have a clock inside, because then you would need have a.
Oh yeah, then you have for navigation.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's tricky. I was going. It never happened because of COVID, but I was going to do a celestial only trip with crew on Isbjørn, and so I was kind of just planning how to do it, and it's eliminating GPSs from like a modern boat full of people is it's very difficult because everything's got a GPS in it now. Like you said, your cameras, your watches, your phone, everything has GPSs in it. So it's
and for most VHF radios have GPS now.
Yeah, that's right.
And we can't have that, so I tried to find a VHF without the GPS. And then it says in the rules that it has to be open to all international channels, included the US ones. So I chatted with Don about that. And I came to a solution, but there's a lot of complications when you have to eliminate certain things.
Yeah, that's true. And how do you have to have an AIS transmitter on your boat? Is that a part of the safety thing, or?
I think so. At least you're allowed to have a transponder.
Yeah,
but you cannot be able to see it.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
You can bring, or if you should bring, I'm not sure, but an iPhone or a smartphone or a computer where you can hook up to the AIS. And that device, like that phone, has to be packed in a sealed box.
Right.
So you can open it in emergencies and break the seal.
Right, yeah.
For example, like when Kirsten found Tapio in his life raft, it's useful to have a AIS to locate him.
Yeah. So you have that in case of emergency.
Yeah.
That's smart. How's the rules now about like personal? Can you bring like an MP3 player, or is it like cassette tapes and like old school media?
No CDs and no MP3. It's just cassette.
That's pretty cool.
No Kindle or iPad to read on, just normal books and cassette tapes.
Yeah.
So I have gathered a few cassettes, but yeah, I don't have enough. I think I need some more music.
That's pretty cool. Is there something that you know that you're gonna bring, like any favorite books and stuff that's on your list?
I think I'm gonna reread some really good books I read in the past, like a series. I talked to a colleague of mine. I'm gonna read this by Stephen King. I think what do you call it? The Man in Black or the Guns? No, the Tower. The Dark Tower.
Dark Tower.
Series. I think it's 7 books in a row.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think I mostly bring like easy kind of reading that I can just like fiction. Yeah.
Yeah. That's sounds like a good plan. Do you think? How do you think you're gonna deal with being alone for so long? Have you tried that before? Have you been just by yourself for a long time before?
I have not this long. But when I was out sailing, I sailed as a cruiser around the world, and I did that by myself solo.
Oh, okay, right, cool.
So that was the first time when I left the Canaries and sailed over the Atlantic. That was the first time in my life, I think, that I didn't talk to anyone for 3 weeks.
Right.
And that's not normally. Maybe you only do that for a few days in normal life.
Yeah.
So that was kind of special. Yeah.
And that was a pleasing experience. Was that?
Yeah, it was interesting. I'd say I started to remember my life. I started to remember things I had forgotten for, like when I was a kid, things I did, and
right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I remembered I threw a snowball in the face of a classmate of mine, and I probably was like 7 or 10 or something, and I thought about it, and I thought, shit, I really regret throwing that ball.
Wow. So it gets very, I could see that happening. You get quite introspective and have a lot of time to think when you're when you're out by yourself like that.
I read somewhere that if you have if you're trying to run away from stuff like your demons or whatever, the sea is not the right place. And
Yeah.
I think that might be true. Yeah.
That's probably having that much time to think and reflect could probably bring out the demons. But I think if your worst demon is that you threw a snowball in somebody's face
Yeah, probably
back in school, that's
I've probably done worse things than that, but that's one thing I remember anyway.
Yeah. So if 3 weeks that dug up the snowball story, maybe after 3 months there will be some even worse stuff coming out. But
yeah, you never know how you would react to it's a long time.
Yeah.
So, but I think I will be okay with it. I kind of enjoy being alone. I like to be with people as well, but I'm never like, when I'm alone, I never feel the urge like I have to go see with someone or talk to someone. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a strength for sure to have on the boat.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah. Any other things that you're bringing along, like personal items that's on your packing list that you have, the comfort items?
Not really. I think quite a lot about food.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. Most food will be canned food, I guess. I think I will be me, but there's so. I would like to be able to bring lots of meat and stuff, like beef and. But I don't have a way to do that, so.
That's a little tricky, I guess. Well, you should get canned beef. That's not the best.
I mean, I think about things like that. You can get dried meat and what do you call it? Beef jerky and
beef jerky, I think, would probably keep quite well.
Yeah.
Or you could just get super retro and just bring livestock. Just bring bring some animals along with you. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be going all the way back to the classic Age of Sail. Have some chickens in the cupboards, and fresh eggs and stuff, and
the horse latitude, what was that named? That they killed the horses when they were there, or?
Oh yeah, they would eat stranded, and they would eat the horses. Yeah, that's right. So yeah,
must be a small horse for this boat, but
yeah, pony latitudes. Yeah, that'd be. Would you be allowed to do that? Like bring? I mean, people sail with pets. Like, would that be against the rules?
Don talked about it,
right?
And it's not specifically against the rules, but it's. I think he said something like he would have to consider it, and
right.
I think Mark Slatts, who came in second in 2018. He sailed around the world before. I heard in an interview with a big steel boat or something by himself, and I think he brought a dog that time.
Okay,
but outside the Golden Globe race then.
Yeah.
So if I have a pet, it will probably be a cockroach or something.
hopefully not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see that being because the loneliness and is part of the challenge, right? And I could see that being helpful for sure. And, there was this French guy who sailed around the world with a pet chicken. Some years back, and that had a probably added benefit of eggs as well. So,
probably not the same, but you know where the San Blas Islands are?
Yeah.
When I was there, for anyone who doesn't know, it's close to Panama, but I was there, and there was a guy who sailed with a chicken or a hen.
Right.
And the story was he asked the local Kuna people if he could buy some chicken, and they say sure, and they came with the chicken that was live, and so he got this live chicken, and he couldn't kill it, so he waited a day, and they became friends, and it became his pet.
Oh, fantastic! He just wanted a meal, but they came with the live chicken. That's great. Nice. I guess you could fish as well. Have you thought about that on the way?
Yeah, I will fish. I will bring a normal hand line, not a rod, just to line behind. And I have some lures, and there's a lot of good fish out at sea.
Yeah.
Mahi and wahoo and
that'd be
tuna,
nice. Some
maybe.
good fresh meals in there for sure.
Yeah, you can eat them as sushi the first day. Sashimi the second day, and then fried on the third. Maybe.
Yeah, you can also dry it, right? You can hang them up and dry the fish and create like stockfish or towfisk, I think.
Yeah, I think you can, and I have tried that, but I didn't keep it for. I don't know how long it would keep. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, very nice. How do you plan on dealing with like the physical preparations for yourself? Are you gonna be sitting here quite stationary for 8 months? And you just told me you were up for a run this morning. How are you gonna deal with sitting still for so long? Do you think that's gonna go well?
Yeah, I might start to rotten, or I thought about I might make some rules for myself. For example, I really like coffee in the morning and so on, and I probably have a rule, or maybe make some up, that I can't have a coffee if I don't go out and do 50 or 100 squats or something. And then I need to check the sail, and then I can have a coffee as a reward. I think I have to have some
good plan.
Because if I remember correctly from the book, I think Robin Knox Johnson, when he got to shore, he had difficult even walking.
That might be right. Yeah, that's because I mean, if you're just like not moving very much at all for a very very long time, you could definitely see that. Yeah, it's probably a good thing.
But it's probably hard to get. I mean, you can't go for a run on a boat. All you can do is maybe sit-ups, push-ups, and
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
you can do maybe some some dips in the companionway and maybe some stuff. Well, yeah, no, running would be impossible. I think I sailed with the guy Hutch. He came with me on a trip across the North Sea last year, and he had gone for a run every single day. He had gone for a run for 17 years.
Yeah.
And he was like just very creative in trying to come up with some way that he could run on the boat while we were out at sea. But no, it was impossible. It's just not gonna happen. And midway across the North Sea, his record sadly ended. So because he couldn't go for a run.
Yeah.
So no. It's probably a good idea to try and keep fit on the trip. Only just like I would imagine, at least if I was doing something like this, both for the physical and also the mental side of things, that keeps you a little bit sane, right? Having some exercise.
Yeah. It's nice to move the body a little bit.
Yeah.
You get kind of you get in a better mood for sure if you move around.
Yeah. Did you read Montessier's book as well, or?
Yeah, I have read it. It was a while ago. Robin Knox Johnson's books I read many times, and Montessier is a little bit more like artist, like creative. I think he's almost kind of he's a little bit insane.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna argue with that one. Yeah, he's definitely a little bit more out there. So, So would you say that you're more of a Knox Johnson type than a Montessier type?
I'm not sure what type I am, but if I look up to someone, like a example of how to live your life, it would for surely be Robin Knox Johnson. I mean, Crowhurst, who was in the original race, I think he was the guy who killed himself.
Yeah, that's right.
And Robin Knox Johnson, when he finished this race, Crowhurst left his wife and a lot of kids, and they had nothing. And Robin Knox Johnson gave them all the prize money, quite a lot of money at the time, and that's
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That was a very nice thing to do.
Yeah.
So quite an amazing guy for sure.
Yeah.
And
I saw him in Les Sables d'Olonne in 2022, but I was a little bit too starstruck to say hi.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But he was there walking around.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. That's nice. He'll probably be there for the start of the 2026 one as well. Do you think?
I hope so. I would like to meet him. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's quite. I've never met him myself, but I could see myself being quite starstruck. As well. And he, I do hear from people that he's quite a intimidating character. So,
maybe.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, this is super exciting. I'm looking forward to following you on the race and also during your refit progress. It's really cool that you're so close to where I live. I live only an hour away from here, so it's pretty cool. So I'd love to come by again if that's all right when you getting closer to departure and see how you're coming along.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime, and I'll put on the coffee. When I met you up here just before, I was on the way to the store to buy some buns or something, but you got before me.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's.
So next time maybe I have something else.
Nice, or I can bring some.
Yeah.
Be nice. Because I'll touch on that because you live here in Bergen now, but you're born in Sweden.
Yeah.
And I think I saw on the Golden Globe race page there was a Norwegian flag next to your name in the entry.
Yeah.
Are you who are you representing during the race? Is it Norway or Sweden?
I don't know. Maybe I represent this small pale blue dot or something. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
I've moved to Norway in '98. So I lived most of my life in Norway, but I am Swedish I'm Swedish, but I also have a Norwegian citizenship. So
Yeah.
And the boat is registered in Norway. So
Very nice.
And I thought I asked Don if I could have both flags, but he said no, only one flag allowed.
All right. Yeah, so it'll be the Norwegian one then, I guess, if the boat's Norwegian. So,
Yeah.
We're all the same anyway. Norwegians and Swedes, we're pretty much
It's
cousins
just to
at least.
It's just to reverse the jokes opposite, and they work both ways.
That's right. Yeah. The Norway we do tell the same jokes about each other. So, yeah. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for the chat. Really appreciate this, and good luck with the rest of your preparations.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was really cool that you came here, and thanks.
Very cool. All right, appreciate it.
On the Wind is the podcast about sailing, created by 59 North and hosted by me, Andy Schell, and also by Nikki Henderson, Jesse Zevelkink, and August Sandberg. The show is mixed and produced by me and August in Sweden and Norway, respectively. The intro theme music is composed and performed by former podcast guest, sailor, and musician Cameron Dale, while the outro music you're hearing now is, of course, by our friends, the Storm Weather Shanty Choir from Bergen, Norway. We love hearing from our fans, so send your questions and comments to holdfast@59-north.com, and please do us a favor and review the show on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to join us on the Quarterdeck as well to nerd out about seamanship. That's quarterdeck.59-north.com. Until next time, hold fast.
And when me money was all gone on liquor and the horse, I made up me mind that I was inclined to go to sea no more. No more, no more, to go to sea no more. I made up me mind that I was inclined to go to sea no more. As I was walking down the street, I met sweet Angeline. She said, come home with me, me lad, and we'll have a cracking time. But when I awoke, it was no joke. I found I was all alone. My silver watch and my money too, and my whole bloody gear was gone. Was gone, was gone. My whole bloody gear was gone. It was when I awoke, it was no joke, for my whole bloody gear was gone. As I was walking down the street, I met Big Rapper Brown. I asked him if he would take me in, and he looked at me with a frown. He said, last time you was paid up with me, you talked up no score. But I'll take your advance and I'll give you a chance to go to sea once more. Once more, once more, to go to sea once more. I'll take your advance and I'll give you the chance to go to sea once more. Sometimes we're catching whales, me lads, but mostly we get none. With a 20-foot oar in every paw from 5 o'clock in the morn. And when daylight's gone and the night's coming on, we rest upon our oars. And oh boys, you wish that you was dead or snug with the girls ashore. Ashore, ashore, or snug with the girls ashore. Oh boys, you wish that you was dead or snug with the girls ashore. Come all you seafaring lads that listen to me song. When you go a big boating, boys, make sure you do not go wrong. You take my tip when you come off a trip, don't go with any whores. But get married instead and have all night in bed and go to sea no more. No more, no more, to go to sea no more. Get married instead and have all night in bed and go to sea no more. No more, no more, to go to sea no more. Get married instead and have all night in bed and go to sea no more.